Alright, we are going to start this first video in the 1985 project. And so we are going to start here. We got this idea from RJL 518. If you haven't checked out any of his videos, please do that because he is awesome. He is doing a 1976 update season right now. We're going to do things a little bit different. We're running this on Replay Baseball. I'm going to pick out a game of the day, if you want to call it that, or something like that. Still trying to get all the bugs out of this, but anyway, so we are starting here. This is the first game, first day of 1985, and I decided to do the Cincinnati, or the Montreal at Cincinnati game, because that was the old starting game of the season every year. Was the first game of the season, because Cincinnati was the first ball team to become a professional team. So anyway, here's so Montreal at Cincinnati. It is Mario Soto for the Reds against Steve Rogers of Montreal. So the defensive assignments here for Cincinnati is Asaski at third, Concepcion at short, Oster at second, Pete Rose at first, Cedeno in left, Eric Davis in center, and Dave Parker in right. Bilardello, that's a bad name for me. He'll be catching Mario Soto. Mario Soto that year was 12 and 15 with a 3.58 ERA. Very good ERA for him. So I'll get these sized up here a little bit and we'll be ready to go. So anyway, the first bat is Tim Raines, who batted .320 with 11 home runs, 70 stolen bases. So Tim Raines is up. And the first roll. Whoa, that is way too loud. I'm going to have to turn that off. Okay, so that will be better. Okay, we'll have to roll that over again. That scared the living daylights out of me. Here we go. So Tim Raines up against Soto. So we're going to use the first two numbers. This number, according to the new rules, can be used sometimes. And then the 20 number. So 6-5 on Mario Soto's range play at the ballpark. I'm going to open that up yet. So the ballpark, Riverfront Stadium. We'll get that opened up, maybe. There we go. So Riverfront Stadium comes up. Next roll, 3-3 is a blank, already to a rare play. So I use season tickets, rare play. So we will roll again. 6, so 6, or actually 11. You add the two numbers together. And it is, so with nobody out, ground out to first base. First baseman to pitcher covering. Pitcher is knocked to the ground on a bang-bang play at first. If he continues in the game, we're not going to do injuries. If we finish the inning without a base runner, he returns to normal. Okay, so nothing really happened on that one. They're usually pretty good, but we will start all over again. So that was like it was a foul ball. Mario Soto comes up. He's going to pitch 6-2, home run question mark, 10 to a left-hander out of the range. So Raines gets to bat. We'll get Riverfront Stadium down there. 6-5 for Raines. Against a right-hander is a double. Rains has doubled. And we'll go to the next batter. Well, let's check here. Going to be the interesting part about this season is there's a lot more stolen base attempts. So we'll look at the strategy roll. It's halved for third, so it'd be a 1 to a 4, 16 is outside the range. Soto will pitch, 6-6, and it is against a left. We gotta get brains off of there. Winningham is a left-hander, so it is a star line. We'll use this for that. 2, an F8. Okay, so Rains. So a fly to center is a -2. Eric Davis is a -1. So it's -3 off of Rains' stolen base, so it would be a 2. So let's see what happens. 4, he cannot go. So just a simple fly ball to center. And that will bring up Andre Dawson. 255, 23 home runs, 90 RBIs. So 1 out. 6-4 K chance, 13, and let's see what Riverfront Stadium has to add to it. So Riverfront Stadium is a -1, +1 to walk, so he does not strike out, so it'll be on Dawson's card. 3-2 ground ball to the pitcher. So let's see on advancement. The man on second. Runner holds on balls to hit to shortstop or pitcher if the roll is higher than the BR of the runner. So the runner is Rains. He is a 5, so we'll roll. Well, we'll actually use the blue dice, so he will go. So it is a 1-3 putout, and Rains goes to third. So next batter, Dan Dreesen. He was 243, 9 home runs, 47 driven in 1985. 5-4 from Soto is a star line, and the 1 is a fly to left. So Dreesen is gone. That will bring up Eric Davis. I think we're going to make them just a little bit taller so they can be seen. All right, so Eric Davis first up against Steve Rogers. Rogers 2-4. He only pitched 38 innings. I'm assuming an injury maybe, but he will pitch. So he was 2-4 with a 5.68 ERA. So first up for the Big Red Machine. A little past their Big Red Machine days, but Eric Davis. He had 122 at bats. 246, 8 home runs, 16 RBIs. So he comes up first. 4-6 for Rogers. Against a righty is a single. So Eric Davis starts off the game with a single. These attempts are just crazy to me playing 2017. So he's a 17. +1 from Rogers is an 18. And the catcher for Montreal is Fitzgerald, and he is a +2. So anything but a 20 will get him a stolen base, 5. So Eric Davis swipes second. So Eric Davis on second. So now got to check second and third. He's a 17, so we go by half, and lower it down. So that would be 8.5, so 8. So let's look at the strategy roll. He's going to try it again. Anything but a 20. 10. So he steals third. There's going to be a lot of stolen bases. So he steals first, or steals second, steals third. So the next batter is Pete Rose himself. So Pete Rose, this year 264, 2 home runs, 46 RBIs, and 405 at bats. So the strategy roll here, 16, nothing happening. So Rogers deals 6-5, and against a lefty, it's blank. Pete Rose, a switch hitter, 6-6, star line 3. is a ground ball to third. I think he is going to hold. We will check to see on the new rules here. 3. So, ground out. I think he is going to hold. At least I would hold him. So we're going to go. It is a ground out. He's going to hold. So it is a 5-3 out. So that will bring up Dave Parker. Dave Parker had a good season, 312, 34 home runs, and 125 RBIs. So 1 out, runner on third. Rogers deals 4-5 blank. Parker 5-5. Starline 1 is a ground ball to third. So they were back, so that's going to let the run go in. So it'll be a 1-0 Cincinnati lead. Dave Parker drives in the run. So the bases are empty. 2 outs. Cesar Cedeno. 291. 9 home runs. 49 runs driven in. 5-6 for Rogers is a strikeout. And the 8 against a right-hander is 10. And I think if I remember right, the ballpark takes away 1. So it's still a strikeout. So Rogers strikes out Cedeno. And after 1, it is Cincinnati 1, Montreal 0. So Hubie Brooks will lead off against Soto. And with this game, I'm using the replay fatigue system. It is roughly the same, or close to the same thing that Inside Pitch has. Inside Pitch has 29. So there was 4 batters. So Soto started with a 28 in replay. So they go number of batters, and then they have an extra system where they're tired, not exhausted, but tired, and then they have to come out. So we'll see that when it gets there. So Mario Soto coming up against Hubie Brooks. 6-3 hit by pitch. His hit by pitch is 6 -5, so it's a 1 too high. Hubie Brooks on his card, 3-4, 6-3 out. So that brings up Vance Law. He was 266, 10 home runs, 52 RBIs. 3-2 range play. So we're going to Law's card. 6-5 G4. So Ron Oster, he is a 4. So the 4, he had enough. So he goes 4-3. So next up is Tim Wallach. 260, 22 home runs, 81 RBIs. 3-1 is an error question mark. To Wallach's card, 5-3, Starline 1 is an F7. The left fielder is Cedeno. He is a 4 outfield error. 6 is too high, so he got to the ball and caught it. So Tim Wallach flies to left. We go through 1.5. It is the Reds 1, Montreal 0. 5-2 on Rogers' card is on the right-hander is a K chance. 11 is right on. So that -1 would take it to 13, so it is a strikeout. Davey Concepcion. Rogers 5-5K. And K chance. Concepcion against a right-hander is 6. -1 is 5. It is a 4. So another strikeout for Rogers. 2 down for Ron Oster. 2-1 K chance. 2 is another strikeout. So he strikes out the side. And to bring up Mike Fitzgerald for the Montreal in the 3rd inning. So Fitzgerald, 207, 5 home runs, 34 at bats. Soto, 1-5 at the ballpark. So we'll bring that card back up. And the roll on the ballpark card. 5-5 is a star line. 2 is a fly ball to center. So fly ball to center. That'll bring up Steve Rogers. He did not have a card that season, so we're going to use the Montreal pitcher's hitting card. 2-2 against I think he bats right-handed. I'm not sure about that. But we're going to say he's right-handed for this thing. So K plus his K rate on here is 26, so it's 36. It's automatic strikeout. So 2 down. And we'll go back up to the top of the order. And it's Tim Raines. So Tim Raines up. 3-5, K plus, 2, definitely. So that would have been an 18. The 2 is Fitz. So strikeout of Raines. So that'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And I'm going to butcher this name, Dan Bilardello. He comes up. He batted 167 with a home run and 9 RBIs. So Steve Rogers pitches 4-5 blank to Dan over there. Dan the catcher, 6-2 F8. So that brings up Mario Soto. 1 out in the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd, 6-1. Soto is a right-hander, so it's a blank. Goes to Soto's card, 3-4 F8. So really, been a pitcher's duel all the way through, other than Eric Davis with a single and 2 stolen bases. All right, so Rogers is going to be careful to him, 5-3 at the ballpark. So we're going to Riverfront Stadium. 3-3 is a blank, so we're going to go back to the bases empty rare play chart from season ticket. And we'll roll the first 2. 6-6, so it's a 12 with 2 down. Base on balls, pass ball. Batter walks and takes second as the pitch gets by the catcher for a pass ball. Catcher's throw to second is high. Roll against the catcher's air rating. If the roll is not higher, batter holds second. If the roll is higher, throws sails into the center field for the air. The batter rounds third and heads for home. Roll against his speed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first off, we have to see if the catcher is Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald, his air rating is 7. So we're going to roll on this die. And he does not throw it away. So Eric Davis, you're going to have to put that one in. That's going to be a weird one. He walks. Let's see here. I do not have, okay. So we're going to have a walk and a pass ball. So Eric Davis again on 3rd. So Eric Davis is a 17 attempt. Again, we'll round it down, go by half, and then round down. So let's check to see if he's going to try stealing again. He is. So it is anything but a 20. He is safe. So the 3rd stolen base of the game for Eric Davis. So runner on 3rd, 2 down for Pete Rose. See if anything is going. I forget. See here, stolen bases, steal of home. Don't think it's going to happen, but I better check on that. Let's see here. Strategy rolls. These are new rules here, so I'm still getting used to it. Let's see here. Got a steal of home. Let's see if we can find it on this chart. divided by 5, round down. Okay, so divided by 5. So let's get back to, so 17 minus 5 would be 3 and something. So we're going to round down, so it'd be a 3 to steal home. We'll have to see here what that is. 20. So there is something going on here. Rogers has got some stuff here. Let's see what happens. 18, so he actually doesn't have anything. Okay, so we're all set. Pete Rose, man on third, 2 outs. Rose couldn't drive him in the last time. 4-2 against a lefty is a blank. Pete Rose, 2-5, ground ball to 6. So you can tell the dogs are upset about Pete Rose not getting the run in. And we'll go to the top of the 4th. All right, we are in the top of the 4th. 1-0 Cincinnati. Eric Davis basically did everything here. He singled in the first, stole second and third, and came in on a ground ball. And then he got on a pass ball strikeout and a pass ball. And then he stole third base, but he was left at third. So we're going to the top of the 4th. Herm Winningham will come up. He is 0 for 1 on the day. 6-1 for Soto, error on the grounder. Winningham 6-4 against a right-handed pitcher is a G1. So ground ball at first. So it is a 1-3. Brings up Andre Dawson, also 0 for 1. Soto 3-5, K plus 3 is definitely enough. Gotta get to Dawson's card, but I'm sure it is. So Dawson strikes out. So Dawson strikes out. That'll bring up Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen against Soto. 5-2 is against a lefty, a Starline 3. So G4. So easy, another easy inning for Mario Soto. So we move to Steve Rogers, and he will go up against Dave Parker. Let's see here. So here we go. Rogers 4-3 against a lefty, walk plus. It's a 2, and he would have a 17, so it is a walk. So Dave Parker, a 2 plus 1, so we got a 3 attempt, and it is a 1, so I don't think he's going to steal. That would be 7. Yeah, he's not going to steal with that amount, so we're going to choose not to steal him. So Rogers will pitch to Cesar Cedeno. 5-2 against a right-handed batter is a K chance. 12 is too high, so it's going to go off of Cedeno's card. 4-1 against righty is a G1. So now we're going to have to check some things here. So he is a 4 into a ground. He's a 4 into a ground double play. Now we need to check the shortstop, which is Hubie Brooks. We got him up right here, -1. So it is a 4, -1, 3. They're halfway, makes it a 4. So let's see what we got here. 6. So that is one of the new rules. I think there's a 66. I think it's just 66. So let's see. We got a guy on first base. It's on a 6 roll. Runner on second. Okay, so runner. Now I forget what it was. Oh, it was, okay, so we've got a man on first. run of 6 are automatic advance. So roll of 6, automatic advance. So it's just a play at first. So Parker goes to second. So there's 1 down. And that'll bring up Nick Asaski. 1, 3, a home run question mark. It is against a right-hander, so he's only 1 to 3, so it's not going to be a home run. But it goes to Asaski's card. 1 for Starline, 1 G3, so that'll move Parker over to third for Davy Concepcion. So 5-4 is a strikeout chance, 18 too high. So we're going to Concepcion's card. 3-2 G4. So Rogers gets out of the inning again. So we're going to the top of the 5th. Mario Soto and Steve Rogers in a big pitcher's duel. So the first batter's Hubie Brooks. 1 hit apiece for both teams. 5-4 Starline. 4 is a ground ball to short. So Hubie Brooks. So Vance Law will come up. Soto pitches. 3-3 K plus. And against a righty, it would be 10 plus 10 is 20. 16 is within that range, a strikeout. So Tim Wallach will come up. 2 down in the 5th. Soto pitches. 2-3 walk plus. So that adds 10 to 18. 17. And do we have any change on? So it's a +1. So it is actually a walk for Tim Wallach. So let's see here. We've got on first base with 2 down, Tim Wallach. So we'll see if anything on the strategy roll. It's a 3 plus a 1. 8, no. So go right on to Mike Fitzgerald. 1, 6 is a K chance because he's not tired. And the 10, I think it's a -1 at the ballpark. And it is, so it's not a strikeout. We'll go to Fitzgerald's card. 3-2 Starline 1 F7. So that finishes the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Steve Rogers up against Ron Oster. So Steve Rogers 4-2. So against a switch hitter, so Oster will be batting left. It is a blank. So we'll go to Oster's card. 2-4 single to right. So the second hit of the day for the Reds. So he's a 1 plus 1 for the jump range of Rogers. So if it's a 2 or below, he'll steal 14. Nothing's happening. So he is a 2. Biadello with a man on first, nobody out. Pitcher coming up. So he will bat 1-6 as a blank. 5-5 ground ball to third, or ground ball to first. So they were halfway. So 3. Add 1 is 4. Brooks, I think, wasn't. He was a -1. So it just goes right back to the ground to the double range of Biadello. 3. So the first number, well, actually use this one. So 5. So the 5. So it's not going to be a double play, but let's see what Oster's running is. 3. So he does get the force out at second. 3-6. All right, so the pitcher up. So Mario Soto. Against Rogers. 5-4 K and 20. It's going to be an automatic K. So 2 outs, and the man of the game, Eric Davis, is going to come up. So Eric Davis, 3 stolen bases in the game. Steve Rogers, 4-1, wild pitch. The number is 10, so there is no wild pitch, so it's just like a foul ball. 2-5, air on the throw. 5-1, ground ball too short. So the shortstop is Brooks. He is a 10, 14, no error. So now we got to check for the double play. So we've got 2, -1 for Brooks is 1. Oh, it's sorry about that. There's 2 outs. So it's just going to be, we'll just make it a force play. 4. All right, so that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 6th. Steve Rogers still pitching well. I'd hate to see them take him out, but they actually might need to. So let's see who's on the bench for the so maybe we'll need Francona later. So let's go to UL Washington. All right, so let's get Montreal up. All right, so Montreal, and they're going to bring in Washington. So UL Washington will bat for Steve Rogers. So Steve Rogers, that would have been the pitching spot. And there's UL Washington. Got to get him in there. That would help. All right, so UL Washington. He is hiding. All right, so UL Washington will come up first. The 6th inning. All right, so Soto to pitch to Washington. 6-3 hit by pitch. He has no rating there, so it'll go over to UL Washington's card. 4-1 single to past the second baseman. So I've got to get his card to stay up there for the time being. So UL Washington. So Washington is a 4 attempt +1 for Soto. So 5 and 11. So nothing's going on. We'll put Washington into the background there. So that brings up Tim Raines. Tim Raines 0 for 2. 6-5 range play at the ballpark. Nope, I don't want UL Washington's card. I would like the ballpark. So range play at the ballpark at Riverfront Stadium. 5-4 is a G4. Let's get rid of him. So ground into a double play is 2. Concepcion is a 0. Kind of surprising. But Tim Raines, so 2, 3 for the halfway. So 3, 1 is the double play. So 4, 6, 3. Double play. Gets 2 outs. Eliminates all the runners. So Raines is out. Herb Winningham will come up against Soto. Soto very strong so far. 5-3 against a lefty is a star line. 2 is an F8. So single but did no damage. So now we're going to have to look for the pitcher. So who do we bring in? Maybe Roberge. Bert Roberge. There we go. So Roberge will come in. was 3-3 with 2 saves in 85. All right, so Roberge, and the batter is Pete Rose. So Pete Rose 0 for 2. Roberge 1-3, walk chance 6 is definitely within his range. So Charlie Hustle gets to first base. He is a 1-0, so not likely to steal. 7 no. So brings up Dave Parker. 6-5 is a walk plus to a lefty. And he's a right-handed pitcher, so it'll be 17-6 is a walk. So first and second, nobody out for Cesar Cedeno. 4-4, K chance, 15, too high. Go to Cedeno's card. 4-6, S4. So let's see what happens here. So a 2+ will score for Rose. He is a 2, so he will score. Parker, first to third on an S4 has to be a 3. So he is not. So to go to the detail, there's a single, runner scores, and Parker goes from first to second. So Cedeno drives in 1, 2-0. 2-0 Reds. That'll bring up Nick Asaski 0 for 2. 2-1 K, 3 definitely. So 1 out for Davey Concepcion. 1-3 walk chance. 7 against a righty. Yes, I think the ballpark added 1. So we've got the bases loaded. Roberge has gotten into a lot of trouble here for Ron Oster. 2-6. He's not tired, so we'll go to Oster's card. 6-6 G6. Okay, so I think they went halfway on this one. So G6. So Vance Law is a +1. So ground into double play 3, 4 for being halfway, 5 for the pivot. So 1-5 will be a double play on this one. It is. So a 6-4-3 double play saves Roberge. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Soto still rolling through. So it's 2-0 Cincinnati going to the top of the 7th. Soto's got plenty of gas left. 5-1 K plus. So K against the right-hander, 10 plus 10's 20, so it's an automatic strikeout. So the next batter, Danny Dreesen. Soto winds and throws, range play at the ballpark. Range play at the ballpark. Let's see what happens there. 3-4 is a star line 4 G6. So Soto just rolling through. Hubie Brooks 0 for 2. 5-2 F9. So another sparkling inning for Mario Soto. Roberge, I think they're going to need to get him out of there. So Roberge, I think we'll go to Palmer. So David Palmer, I don't know, he might, well, I don't know whether he's starting or not, so we'll go to Palmer. So David Palmer in relief. So here's where I said here the 11 is for the batter's faced, and it matches on the replay system. So that's why I use the replay system, just so I don't have to keep track of all of that. So Palmer will face Baladero. So the pitch, 1-6. K chance, 1 definitely. So K for Palmer. That brings up Soto. They're gonna let him bat. Could be a complete game. He's a 2-hitter so far. 1-6. K chance, yes. It's automatic with the 20. So now we go back up to Eric Davis. He is 1 for 2. 3 stolen bases. Palmer 4-5. K chance 12. Yes. So they just keep him off the bases. So a good inning for Palmer. That'll bring up Vance Law. Top of the 8th. 2-0 game. Soto pitching a masterpiece. 4-2 walk chance. And the 5 is within the range. So he starts off with a walk. Vance Law, a 1 plus a 1. Well, actually, let's see here. So the way the rules say, you take the difference in score. So that'd be 2 plus the inning. It's 8. It's 10. That is still, we're still going to have strategy rolls. It's got to be above 10 to stop the strategy rolls. So 1 plus 1, 19. So there's no bunting or anything going on here. So next batter, Tim Wallach. Soto to pitch, 5-1 K plus, a 10, so that'd be an 18, is a strikeout. So Soto keeps him at first, so Vance Law is a 2, nothing happening on the strategy roll. And we go to Mike Fitzgerald. Wonder if they have a pinch hitter for him. Not much better. Francona will have to go for the pitcher. So we will close that and let Fitzgerald bat. They miss Gary Carter. 6-6 against a righty is blank. So we'll go to Fitzgerald card. 2-3 single 4. I guess I insulted him, so he came through with a strike or with a hit. So S. So on a single, need a 3 plus, 3 and above to go to third. The runner is Law. He is a 4, so he will get to third. So first and third, 1 out. Palmer will be pinch hit for, and it'd have to be Terry Francona, because that is all they have that has any kind of batting average. So Terry Francona will come up to bat. So get him up. There he is, Terry Francona. So Francona will come into bat for the pitcher. Bring those guys to the top of the order here. Terry Francona against Soto. 6-3 hit by pitch. He's got a 2 minus a 5, so not a possibility. So Francona will use his card. G6. So that is 1 out. Oh boy, here we go. They're going to go for the double play. Ooh, he grounds into 0 double plays. Concepcion's a 0, so it's only a 1 chance for the double play. 3. So now let's see, Fitzgerald. The 2 runner. So it is above. So it's a fielder's choice of 4-6. So it goes to a 2-1 lead now. And Tim Raines is up. Soto still has 1 more. They're going to let him try to pitch. 1-1. So against Tim Raines, a switch hitter, it is a star line. The star line is 2 F8. So he gets out of the inning. So a good pitching effort for Soto. And now we will see who the Expos will bring in. I think they're going to go with Tim Burke. So Tim Burke will come in. So Tim Burke will come in to face Pete Rose. Tim Burke on the year, 9-4 with 8 saves, 2.39. So that's a 3-3, K plus, 12. That's against a righty, so 16 is good. So strikeout, Dave Parker. So let's see, I think Dave Parker, he did drive in the run. So it was on a ground ball. So Parker up against Burke. 5-3, walk chance for, yes. So it is a walk. Parker. So we are in the 8th inning, still one run difference, so we can do strategy rolls. 2 plus 1 is a 3. So it's nothing happening. So we'll go to Cedeno. So Tim Burke, 2-1, range play. So we go to Cedeno, 4-2, single 8. Winningham is a 3 in center field, so a 1-3, he'll take away the single. 3, he takes it away. So fly ball to center. Nick Asaski will come up against Burke. 3-3. K plus, 5 is definitely up to 24, so Asaski strikes out. That will take it to, so let's see here, let's see what save leader is. Ted Power, they're going to bring him in. So Ted Power will come in to try to save the game for Mario Soto. Ted Power on the year, 8-6, 27 saves, 2.70 ERA. Herm Winningham will lead off. 0 for 3. 1-3. K is not tired, so it's not a walk. So strikeout chance, 19 is too high. Go to Winningham's card, 6-1. Against a righty is a ground ball. So 1-3. So the next batter, Andre Dawson. 0 for 3 himself. 6-6. Starline 1, F7. Danny Dreesen, the last chance for the Expos. Ted Power, 3-1 is a walk plus 13, so against it's a 9 plus 10, 19, so that's within the range. So Dreesen has extended it. Hubie Brooks coming up against Power. There could be a strategy roll. He's a 1, -2, so there is not going to be. So Ted Power holds runners pretty well. 4-6, range play at the ballpark. So we go to Riverfront Stadium. Could make things interesting. 3-6 F9. So it did not. So that'll end the game. Let's get all the players out of the way here. So we can see here that Mario Soto takes the win. Steve Rogers, tough luck loser. Ted Power with the save, and Mario Soto is the MVP. Could have been Eric Davis too, but Soto did pitch 8 strong innings. So let's see what happened in the rest of the opening day schedule. Let's see here what we got. So, few games, 6th on the day. Texas beats Baltimore. Charlie Huff with his first win against Baltimore. Rick Dempsey with a home run. Then we go to the rivalry series here, even back then. New York 9, Boston 6. Bobby Ojeda loses. Rigetti with his first save. Winfield and Pagliarulo go deep. Cleveland goes to 1-0. 5-2 over Detroit. Burt Blyleven beats Jack Morris. In Kansas City, Toronto behind Dave Stee shuts out Kansas City. Cottle with the save. And in our game, of course, Cincinnati 2-1. Soto with the win. Power with the save. So there'll be 8 more games tomorrow, or the next day on these games. So Minnesota, California, Chicago, Milwaukee, Oakland, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Houston. I think that is the game that I am going to play next. Valenzuela against Nolan Ryan. St. Louis, New York, Atlanta, Philadelphia, San Diego, San Francisco. So for now, we'll sign off from MMSN. This is Mike Martin saying have a great day.